Hello friends and my lovely viewers. Welcome back to the channel of Neon Safe. Today we will check out the Guardian champion called Abyssals. We will go through her clan traits, skills, special Guardian skill and traits. Let's get started.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. I'm tired of shit.
All Guardian champions in Bloodline have two clan traits. Abyssal's first clan trait will at level 22 increase the champion's critical damage by 130% for 15 seconds when the battle starts. This effect is not stackable. An effect like this is highly beneficial for high damage dealing champions, especially if our champion has enough energy to immediately launch skills. It is important to have a high critical rate as well though, to increase the chances for the critical damage to actually hit the enemy. So yeah. The duration of her clan trait is also impressive to be honest. We should check out her second clan trait as well. At level 22, the next attack will deal an additional damage equal to 180% of the champion's strength. Cooldown is 6 seconds. Basically she will launch a strength buffed normal attack every 6 seconds. The numbers and percentages varies based on the level of this clan trait by the way. But this may be a great clan trait for her, as long as she is a proper damage dealer and all. It may also work really well on other champions, preferably the more speedy ones. Now, let us move on to her skills. This is her active skill. She will rotate forward and knock back enemies that are within range. This attack deals a total of 1000% strength-based damage. Then she deals 300% damage to enemies within a fan-shaped area twice, and also knocks up the targets. So quickly explained, her active skill deals an AoE type of damage to enemies within range. This skill works better for PvP battles rather than boss fights. But she is also fit for boss fights, since the first launch of attack has a set amount of damage output. And I am guessing that entire 1000% of strength damage could possibly land solely on one boss. Anyways, the damage looks decent so far for being a Guardian champion. Let us see her passive skill next. For each normal attack, our Guardian will also strike a nearby enemy within a fan-shaped area in front with 280% strength-based damage. In battle, she has a 45% lifesteal. Every time she uses her normal attack, the damage dealt to that enemy would increase by 7% for the next 8 seconds. It can stack up to 6 times. During combat, all attacks ignore the enemy's untargetable status. It is clear to us that she will need a lot of attack speed and strength to perform well in battle. Her passive is based on dealing damage and regaining constitution by using lifesteal. She looks alright so far, but I don't know why I feel a little bit disappointed with her. I was perhaps expecting her to be even greater considering she is a Guardian champion. But we are yet to check out her ultimate skill and Guardian skill. Let us take a look at her ultimate. She binds the farthest target and up to 2 nearby enemies of the target. This binding immobilizes them for 3.5 seconds. During this time, 150% strength-based true damage will be dealt to the main target 8 times. If the main target is far away when the binding ends, the main target will be pulled closer. Our Guardian is immune to control while casting. So she basically immobilizes 1 to 3 enemies and deals damage to the main target amongst them. This attack is also true damage, which means it bypasses all types of damage reduction. It looks okay, I guess. At least she is dealing tons of damage. And it may not look very impressive since she is not a heavy blow type of DPS, but if we add it all up, she is making a difference on the battlefield. Before we conclude with anything, I think we should investigate her Guardian skill first. She enters an immune to selection state before dealing 300% strength-based damage 4 times to enemies within range. Then she will deal another 500% strength-based damage and true damage equal to 15% of the target's lost constitution to enemies within range. This goes up to a maximum of 3000% of our Guardian strength. Each time our Guardian gains constitution recovery, she will also gain 120 resolve. But if this constitution recovery is applied by an ally, then our Guardian would only receive 50%, aka 60 resolve points. When our champion is in a healing prohibition state, she would gain an additional 120 resolve per second. We cannot gain resolve for 7 seconds after using this skill. She basically deals multiple AoE attacks to the enemies, dealing a pretty good amount of damage altogether. I think we may conclude that she is more of a PvP type as she contributes much better against multiple enemies. This Guardian skill of hers does make her look better than before, but we do have to keep in mind that she cannot gain resolve for the first 7 seconds after battle starts. Anyways, I do think she is useful on the battlefield and she is most definitely stronger than normal champions. But I cannot say for sure that she is the number one amongst the Guardians. Her skills just feel kinda like they are not hitting the mark, if that makes sense. But that is just my own personal opinion. She may work completely different in battle and dominate the enemies perfectly. This all being said, let us move on to her potential traits. The first trait we may give her is Brutal. A level 22 Brutal trait gives our champion 45% more strength. She is a pure DPS, which is why this trait will be very important. The second trait we may consider is Aggressive. This trait will at level 18, increase the strength by 1.69%, up to 20% for each attack. This trait is only worth it if she launches normal attacks frequently, so we have to keep that in mind. I would normally suggest Agile as her third trait to boost her aggressive trait, but the attack speed has a soft cap which makes it a little bit risky. You may try it if you want to though. I just honestly think it may be better for us to give her something like Energetic instead of Agile. She already deals a lot of damage in both her clan traits and skills, so it may be a smart move to give her a defensive-based trait in the end. Energetic will at level 22 increase her constitution by 45%. Now, the combination of traits we suggested is Brutal, Aggressive, and Energetic. If you feel uncertain about putting Aggressive on her, we may swap it with Fierce instead. Fierce will at level 22 increase the total damage by 25%. That may actually be a better pick in my opinion, but if you have any other thoughts or suggestions about this Guardian's skills or trait, feel free to let us know in the comments below. Anyways, I think we have covered most of the topic for today. Feel free to show your support to the channel by tapping on the like and subscribe button. We highly appreciate your support and contribution. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, stay foxy, adios, bye.